humbled tonight to see so many people. We have never filled the whole room up. So in years past, we've hit about 410, 420. We're up to 477. I love how Gus asked for all the people who are new to raise their hands, so I thought it would be good to ask those of you that have been to a gala before to raise your hands. Yeah. Now, here's the neat part. How many of you have been supporters of ours for at least 2 years? Raise your hands. Woo! All right. How about at least 5 years? Woo! Yes. And we've actually been in existence for 11 years. So who are some of those that are still diehards? Yes! Awesome. It really means so much to all of us to have each of you be a part of our ministry and to tell others about us. So it is super exciting to see that there are so many new faces that are here for the very first time. I promise you that what you're about to hear and see tonight is going to completely change the way that you think about women's health care. When we embarked on this journey of becoming a pro-life medical clinic, we knew that it was going to take miracles. And we knew that women deserve access to medical services that would focus on upholding their dignity. It would be a clinic that would provide life-affirming medicine. As we saw what was happening in the world, we knew that we needed to take action. The Holy Spirit inflamed in us such passion to be forerunners in creating a medical solution to our broken world. We were given the task to transform women's health care, not only here in Tampa, but to create a model that can then be used all over the United States. We didn't know how we were going to do it, financially, of course, but we knew we had to take a leap of faith. So it was your support that brought us the capacity and the capability of bringing on a full-time pro-life nurse practitioner and midwife, Tammy Taylor. And you could tell it was a Holy Spirit thing because we hired her, brought her on full time before we even got our healthcare clinic license. So that happened in 2017. Last year, we were able to bring on a second pro-life nurse practitioner, Angela Bumpus. I would like for Tammy and Angela to please stand up. And I want every woman in the room to look at these faces because they will be your healthcare provider if they aren't already. The Holy Spirit has led the most incredible team of people to our ministry. Would you please stand right now if you are on staff, if you're a volunteer, or if you're a board member? And I'd also encourage those board members that are here tonight that have served and are no longer on the board, if all of you would stand up. We also want to recognize 3 volunteer physicians who are part of our team. Our clinic director, Dr. Timothy Holt, who could not be with us tonight, and our medical director, Dr. Carlos Lamut. Would you please stand? Without these gentlemen's supervision, we couldn't do what we are doing. We also want to recognize a new doctor that is volunteering with us, Dr. Cesar Jordan. If you would stand. We are happy to say that the Holy Spirit has led a pro-life family practice physician to volunteer with our team. Dr. Cesar Jordan heard about us through his beautiful family that started hearing more and more about us. And he's also bilingual. So we know the Holy Spirit has led him to our ministry. It is truly a miracle. I am sure we can all agree that our society today has serious challenges. The very foundation of stability and strength in the U.S., the traditional family, is being attacked from every direction. And the woman is at the core of Satan's destruction. Just look at the carnage. Fewer people are marrying. Those who do marry are prone to split up. People are choosing to simply live together instead of marrying. Roles within marriages are reversed or they're confusing. Adultery is increasingly common. Clearly, marriages are on the ropes. It's creating an America where 4 in 10 American children are born to unwed parents. Children are more likely than ever to grow up without even knowing one of their biological parents. Many live in households where rebellion and disrespect are tolerated or even encouraged. Sex between two people are not, with people that are not married, has become nearly universal. Pornography has become mainstream. Look at how many women are sexually exploited. Unwed pregnancies and sexual transmitted diseases are at an all-time high. There is no wonder why women are choosing abortions for their babies. In the U.S. alone, over 640,000 babies are aborted every year. It actually comes out to be one baby every 72 seconds. And we know that the family unit is in full retreat. There is a war raging in our households across America. And after decades of surrendering ground to a violent and fanatical enemy, where it was once a solid family structure, it's now struggling to survive. As with anything, to successfully resist this dangerous trend, we need to have a clear understanding who is behind this war and what is the end result and who's going to be impacted. And what are some of the specific strategies for combating it? At Guiding Star, we believe that we are part of the solution. Women have to know that they are beloved daughters of Christ and that they are not abandoned, that God is ever present and that they're not alone, and that they are part of a family, our family, and that she is empowered to raise her children to know the truth. We believe that women's true health, her wellness, and her healing can only be achieved through an integrated approach where we care for her body, mind, and spirit. This is how we are going to impact this generation and the generations to come. It has to be about transforming women's health care. Our natural, holistic, and life-affirming medical model is beginning to catch fire and is going to blaze across the United States. Our model serves both the uninsured and the insured woman. It's for all females, including, again, every one of you here in this room. We want to provide women of all ages the medical care that they deserve throughout their lives. We want to start that relationship with girls at their very first period. Too many young women are being put on birth control the minute that they experience painful periods or cramping or other issues. We want to show them how to manage this more naturally, how to embrace this beautiful and complex body that God has given us. We want to be able to form relationships with women before they even become pregnant, so that if and when she might be faced with an unplanned pregnancy, she knows exactly where to come for real medical care, advice, and support. Women can come to us for their annual physicals, their PAP, and their labs, and be encouraged to follow a natural, holistic way to manage their fertility. Women's health care should be about supporting and not suppressing our bodies. Why have we bought into a belief system that our bodies are broken and need fixing? It is devastating to hear what women are experiencing after long-term use of synthetic hormones. Breast and cervical cancer, infertility, depression, blood clots. It simply is not worth it, especially considering that there are so many more natural solutions. We want to be here for every mom, regardless of her socioeconomic status. They can be seen for their prenatal medical care, come for free weekly education classes, and ongoing support before, during, and after her pregnancy. We have witnessed how these women, the wraparound services that they receive, help curb the occurrence and length of the symptoms associated with postpartum depression. Pregnant mommies and daddies are encouraged to come every single week during and after their pregnancies, not just for their normal prenatal care appointments. We also want to help couples that are infertile. And we've been able to do this with a more natural way versus them going to try in vitro. We also want to continue helping women going through menopause with all its crazy and frustrating symptoms by restoring the balance of her natural hormones. Community health care clinics and abortion clinics and other practices would never think of offering the comprehensive services that we are providing. These are services that take into account the whole woman. We understand that for a woman to be truly healthy, we must address her physical, her spiritual, and her emotional well-being. And to that, and do it, we need to do it well. And to do it well, we know it takes time. It's not going to be a 5-minute appointment. We welcome women to embark on their journey of healing from their past wounds so that they can finally see themselves and their children as God sees them. At Guiding Star, we believe that by providing women a standard of care that protects and restores her life and her babies, that we can begin to restore the most vital social structure, the family. We have to provide a solution that is pro-woman, pro-man, pro-child, and pro-family. We are the medical in the pro-life movement. Tonight, instead of bringing up a keynote speaker, we thought we would share with you powerful testimonies of actual miracles that were in part possible because of the existence of Guiding Star. If it wasn't for your prayers and your financial support, the miracles that you're going to hear about tonight would not have taken place. You'll actually be hearing from 3 different families who are in 3 different stages of their lives. Each of them have not only been impacted by our medical care and support, but they have been blessed to experience firsthand God's total and unconditional love for them.